Hello my precious jewels, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Julie, and if you like makeup tutorials, makeup hauls, makeup reviews, first impressions, and all things beauty, then you've come to the right channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of affordable makeup under $20. That means every item is going to be under $20. So I have the Juvia's Place Allure 2 palette. I have this Revolution Finding Nemo palette. I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter, NYX Mellow Wash Setting Spray. I have a bunch of products that are affordable, so I just want to come on here and do my makeup for you guys and share some of what are the best performing products that I know in the drugstore. So hopefully you guys love a good drugstore video and you will stay tuned for the video. I'm going to use this Allure 2 palette. I've been wanting to do a blue eyeshadow look for a minute, so that's what we're going to try today. And I have that Nemo palette just in case I need like help from another shade of blue. So please guys, sit back, stay tuned for the video, watch the video, and hopefully this is something that you guys enjoy as much as I enjoy doing it for you guys. I have my lid already primed. I'm going to go in with this blue right here from the Makeup Revolution Finding Nemo palette. I'm going to use this blue right here and put that blue all over the lid. And let's see how it goes. I haven't done a blue look in a long time, but I've been thinking about the season changing and how denim is going to become a staple in my life. No more shorts and tank tops. So I said, let me come up with a blue look because I'm going to be wearing a lot of denim, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be wearing denim as well. So let's see what we can come up with that's not too overpowering. The shade is so pretty. Oh, I didn't tell you the name of it. It's called Big Blue. That's the shade. I'm going to take this brush from Morphe. I think it's a Morphe brush, but it's already, the words already are going off of it. I know it's a Morphe brush. So we're going to blend the crease out with this light shade called Auntie Deb, which was the other blue shade in the palette. Yeah, so it's this shade right here, Auntie Deb, that I'm blending the crease out with. I don't know, it's not super blue looking. It's more like a turquoise shade. That's alright, we just want to blend it out and not make it look too scary looking. I'm going to go back into Big Blue. Now these are more like warm tone blues, and I want to say the blues in the Allure palette are more cool tone blues. Okay, I'm gonna take this blue shade right here and put it in the crease. This is a Sigma E25 blending brush. That's a pretty blue. It reminds me of like a peacock blue. I'm just gonna take this and blend it out some. I'm gonna take this blue right here and put it on the lid. Well, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna take that blue and put it on the lid and see. It's so pretty. So good. I like that. Okay, I'm just gonna go off camera and do the other eye, and I'll be right back. I wanted to show you guys the liner that I'm using, the NYX Epic Wear liner. I'm gonna make my line with this. It's one of my favorite drugstore liners. If I have to use a liner from the drugstore, this is usually the one, and it's either this one in the brush on or the marker. They have one that's like in a pen or a marker, and I like that one too, but this one gives you a little more control. Okay, I just wanted to even out that line. Now I'm gonna put my lashes on and I'll be right back. So those are my lashes, and it's the, I don't have the package, but this is the I Envy 3D 110. These are some of my favorite lashes. Other than the Cherry Blossom, those are some of my favorites because they really look good with every look that I do. Like they give me glam, but I don't think it's too much. So yeah, that's what we have going on now. It's sort of like a greenish blue. It's not really full blue. Like, I really should have went in maybe with the Allure palette by itself, but I like it. I think it looks good. Okay, so let's put our primer on. I have so many affordable primers that I really like. So I don't know if I want to use this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer or this IRL Skin Filter Primer. They both mattify. They both fill in the pores. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. I like both of them, but I really love this one. And I probably don't even need that much, but yeah, that's a lot. So I already moisturized my face, put serums on. I did it a while ago. So we shouldn't have any problem with anything balling up on our skin today. This is a Makeup Revolution primer. I love a lot of their products. You're gonna see that throughout this video. They really make a good quality product. I wanna make sure I get my nose good. I'm gonna put a little bit on my forehead, but I really put too much. I didn't need all of that. It's got a nice moisturizing feel, but it dries down and gives you a nice mattifying look. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating CC Cream, full coverage, long lasting, dewy finish with tremella, mushroom, and hyaluronic acid SPF 30 sunscreen. Yeah, I finally found my shade in the CC cream. My shade is 620 Warm. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix a little bit of this, and I don't use this that often. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna mix it into the foundation. I haven't used this in a long time. I know that's too much for my face, but that's what we're gonna use. And I'm gonna take a brush and I'm just gonna mix that up because I want that e.l.f. Halo Glow filter to be in the foundation all throughout it so you can see it on the skin. I'm using this Sigma F80 Kabuki brush, and let's hope it blends in nicely on the skin like I remember. It covers up all of our hyperpigmentation under there, and it gives us a nice glow. I think it's looking good. Still have a lot left. Put that up here. I like doing fall makeup. Well, I like doing makeup period, but I like when you get a chance to put your deeper blushes on, like your berries and stuff, and just really give that fall makeup look, because this is definitely going to be a fall makeup look. I'm going to use this Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Blush. It's called Blush Me Up. I'm going to put that on, and I'm sure we don't need a whole lot. I think these are pretty pigmented. This is another Morphe brush, Morphe V115. This is a pretty nudie kind of pink. I wanted to put this on first before I put my concealer on, because what happens is I always wanted to put too much blush on over the concealer, so I figured I would do the blush first and then conceal and then go back. Either way, you still have to add a little bit more to clean up what you're doing, but I like this shade for fall. It's just such a pretty shade, and you don't want to do too much because our eyes are already saying a whole lot. So that's pretty, and I have a little bit left on the back of my hand in case we need it, which I'm sure we will. I was going to use this cream blush from Makeup Revolution, but because I've used so many Revolution products already, I'm going to use this Juvia's Place Amber bronzer. I don't know if this one is dark enough, but we're going to see, because I do have one that's a little bit darker, and this is not it. Let me get the darker one. Yeah, that wasn't. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this one on this side, only because I want everything to look uniform. Okay, this one right here, Cocoa, that's my shade. That one looks good. It shows up nicely. It's not super pigmented, but it does show up nicely. Yeah, it shows up nice. And it blends out really, really nicely. So that's what I really loved about it when it first came out, that it blended out so effortlessly. So far, I think our skin looks a little red, like really red. Okay, I'm gonna use this L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This is shade number 425, Chestnut. This is what we're gonna use under our eyes. It might be too dark. I haven't pulled these out in a minute. The shade is very, very pretty. And this other one is shade 420. It's supposed to be lighter, but it's different. Should we put a little bit of the 420 on there also? This one is Cocoa. Let's see if there's a difference. It's a little different. We may have to put a little brighter concealer on after we blend it out. But let's see. This is my favorite brush, like I always say, for blended out concealer, the Morphe E8 brush. They don't make it anymore, but they have so many brushes that I've tried recently that actually blend out just as good. But this one is just perfect. I haven't found one that I love as much as I love this one. At least this is getting some of that red out. But the red part, I think, is really the cheek area. That blush. I just like to stipple it in. Like, just pat it, but try to keep it where it is. Like, I don't always put it all over, but I do distribute it. And then once I get it where I want it, then I will just stamp it in, if that makes sense. Everything that I'm using is going to be linked and listed below in case you guys want to purchase anything. It'll be there, even if you don't shop through the links, which I would love if you did. But even if you don't, the shades and everything will be down there. I'm just gonna kind of blend that in a little bit. I think the face is looking much better with the concealer on, but I still don't think the concealer is bright enough. Like, I feel like we need just a little brightness. Maybe it is bright enough. We're just gonna put a little bit of this Revolution IRL Filter Concealer. I love this. The best powders that I have that are under $20 is this She Glam Insta Ready powders. I have Smooth Sand, which I'm gonna use under my eyes, and I use the same brush. But this right here you can get from either She Glam, which is Shein Beauty Department, or you can get it from Amazon. So yeah, but this is my favorite. Like, I really, really love this one. It makes everything so smooth and it just looks beautiful. And I think it's like $9. Look at how much powder I'm putting on and it doesn't get cakey. Yeah, depending on the kind of concealer you use, sometimes you gotta use a little more powder. But I always use the same brush, and I just use the lighter one in the areas where I put concealer, and then the rest of it I'll put on my, well, actually they have a loose powder that I will put on top of it, and then if I need a darker one, then I'll use it. But this is really a good powder. Do you see how smooth the under eyes are looking? Everything is looking pretty good. And I want to get over here. What's so crazy is I had this powder for a minute, and I think I talked about this in one of my other videos. I never used to use the loose powder. I would always use the pressed powder, but never the loose powder. Ooh, never the loose powder. And I didn't realize how good this loose powder is. And it's also oil controlling, which I didn't know. I don't think I ever used this under my eyes before. It's giving like an orange kind of look, but that's okay. It's definitely looking a little orangey. I think it looks pretty. That's the shade right there. You can't go wrong with these powders. They are really good. Really, really good. So I'm going to go in with this shade, which is called Coco Loco, which is a little bit darker, and just do it on the rest of the face. So that's the difference in the two shades. See how it just sops up all of the oil on the skin? I really like that. I'm gonna use one of my favorite powders. This is another one of my favorite powders. When I bought this right here, it was supposed to be a bronzer. It's by Physician's Assistant. And it was too light to be a bronzer on me, but it was beautiful on the skin, right? And it just makes everything, you know, come together as one. It smells wonderful. It makes the makeup last all day. It sets everything into place. So I really, really love it. Now I'm gonna spray. I'm gonna use this NYX The Marshmallow Setting Spray. And I think I misspoke the way I pronounced it when I first was talking about it, but this is the NYX Professional Makeup The Marshmallow Setting Spray. It's a matte finish makeup setting spray. It smells like marshmallows. It smells so good. Oh, that's a lot. That really is a lot. I'm trying to hold my face up a little bit so it doesn't drip down as much. Okay, so far I think that looks really good. What I didn't do is I did not do my under eye. I'm gonna put a little more powder under my eyes. I'm gonna take this powder right here, which is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Translucent Powder, and put that under my eyes because I think it'll give a nice brightness to my under eye. That's what it looks like. That is the shade. So I think this is the banana shade. No, that's the translucent one. They do have a banana shade, but we're gonna use this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix the under eye shade with a shade from each palette because we use shades from each palette. So I'm gonna take this blue shade right here and this blue shade right here and go and I'm gonna go back into the two blues and just see if I can get it to be a little more pigmented. I'm gonna take this brush right here, which is the Makeup by Ariel A14, and just tap that powder in. This is my favorite pencil right now, which is the NYX Vivid Rich Mechanical Liner in the color Quartz Queen. It's perfect for the waterline, and I love that you can just turn it like that and sharpen it. It's so good. That's so good to me. I know it's bright, but I love it. I don't buy a lot of drugstore mascaras, and usually the ones that I do, the brush is really too big for my lower lashes. This is my favorite, the Essence Lash Princess Mascara False Lash Effect. It is my favorite. Now I'm gonna go into one of my favorite bronzers, which is this Makeup Revolution Mega Bronzer in Dark 4. This is like the drugstore version of the Laguna bronzer from NARS. It just gives a nice, really pretty shade of bronze to the skin. Do you see how the skin is still glowing? That's the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. It really is giving the skin a nice glow. Isn't that so pretty? I think this is like $8, but it's maybe 12. It might be 12 bucks, but it's so good. It's really so good. You know what's so crazy? I have a have a gift card for Sephora, right? 2 of them. And I'm so anxious to get to Sephora. I've been ordering a lot of stuff online, and of course the products that I really wanted to come did not get here yet. So I'm like, oh my god, when are they coming? Anyway, the ones that I want to come are coming finally tomorrow. So I got a package today, and it was something that I ordered after what I'm really waiting on. So I think I'm gonna take a trip down to Sephora after I finish this, just to spend my little bit of money. And it's not a lot of money. So good. Isn't this like a perfect shade? It gives you a nice bronzy look. Love that. Let's spray the face one more time. And I feel like I'm gonna use this spray one more time, but I think that I might want something else. My face is still a little wet. Under my eyes still look very dry. And that was all of those powders together. But it looks good, but it still looks very dry. Because this is not dry. This is still a little dewy. So, okay. I'm going to do blush. I'm going to use this Milani Spice Rose Powder Blush. I don't know if I've ever used this on camera or if I've ever used it. So we're gonna try it today. Let's see if it's gonna. Oh, that's a pretty shade. Okay, let's try it. I'm gonna just tap into it, and it looks like it has some luminosity in it. Why is it not sticking in this area? Do you see that? Like it's down here, but up here, I don't know what's going on there. I've never seen that happen before. I've never seen that happen before. I guess that has to do with all the powders and stuff, but that's a little crazy. Now I need a different kind of brush. I'm gonna try this one because I need to understand why. Yeah, it's not going. It's such a pretty color. Oh, do you see? That really is gorgeous. I didn't know it had luminosity in it like this, but it's very pretty. I never seen a blush. Oh, this. First of all, this blush is gorgeous, but I don't like the fact that it's not going all over my cheeks. Why? I feel like I have to. That's weird, right? It's definitely the powders. I don't like the way that looks. Wow, I've never seen that happen before. I'm gonna have to take a little brush and that blush and go over it until I can get the color to show up. That is very weird. This is a Sigma F03. I never used this blush before. This is a very pretty color, but I didn't understand why it wouldn't go on my cheeks. This keeps happening to me, guys. This is the second video that I've done, and I didn't realize that this had luminosity in it like that. It doesn't look like it here. Well, it's definitely a beautiful shade for the fall. It's definitely fall makeup worthy. So pretty. We're gonna go in with another blush. I'm gonna use this blush right here and see. This one is Always Fresh by e.l.f. I feel like I need a deeper bronzer now. I think the shade is gorgeous. I'm gonna use this bronzer. This is the Sephora bronzer shade number 04 Tropical Bronze. I can use this one. It's under $20. That's what the shade looks like if I didn't show it. Okay, I think that looks good. And I'm gonna go in with that deeper bronzer on my nose. I like that. See the difference in the shades? This one is lighter, this one is darker. I'm gonna use this highlighter right here. This one is called Precious Petals. It was one of my favorites. I'm not gonna go crazy with the highlighter because we already have something going on here. Some people put like little stripes of highlighter on their cheeks, but because my cheeks are so full, I can't do that. I feel like I'm playing with myself. Like, my cheeks are there. I don't necessarily have to put it over the whole cheek, but I need to put enough where it's appropriate for the size of my face. This was one of my favorites. This Wet n Wild Precious Petals. And I like the, oh gosh, what's the other ones I like? That was like $4. Was it Maybelline? Maybelline Master. I think it was Master highlighters. Okay, I definitely want to spray my face with a different setting spray. I'm gonna go in with these Maybelline Ultimate lipsticks. That's a pretty shade. It's called More Coffee, shade number 88. They smell good. And we're gonna go into this one, which is called More Caramel. That's what it looks like. I think that's pretty. It's like a nice balance of what we have going on our face. I'm gonna put a little bit more. That's what the More Coffee looks like. I'm gonna put a little bit more. So pretty. This is the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink Lip. I want to put this on. I'm gonna spray this Juvia's Place Ready Set Seal Setting Spray. I love the finish of it. I had to let my eyes get sprayed because they were super dry, and hopefully they don't move. I really was not planning on having my cheeks look so glowy again. I'm telling you, I really didn't know that that blush was like that. I never used it before. I didn't know it was so luminous. Let me comb my hair and I'm gonna come back and just give you a quick rundown of everything that we use on our face. Just know that everything that we use in this video is going to be linked. Hopefully you guys will have some questions for me and you will leave me some questions in the comment section. I hope you love this makeup. Okay guys, I'm back and this is our finished look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, just sitting here watching me do my makeup and sharing products with you that are beautiful but are less than $20. Every product in this video is under $20, and it just goes to show you that you can do a beautiful look with inexpensive products. You don't necessarily have to go and spend an arm and a leg on products. With all of the products that I use, my texture in my cheeks look really, really good. Pretty smooth for the most part. I have a bunch of different products that have shimmer in it that makes the light really accentuate the pores. I think the pores look beautiful. I think the skin looks really healthy, really glowy. Okay, so I use this Juvia's Place Ready Set Seal Setting Spray. That was the last thing that we used to set our face, and I like the fact that it gave some life back to the skin. This is a really good setting spray. The only thing is that it takes a long time for it to dry, but when it dries, it does keep your makeup in place. We use these two palettes, the Finding Nemo palette and the Juvia's Place Allure 2 palette. The shades in both of these palettes are awesome. I think that this makeup came out looking really, really good. The setting spray actually accentuated the shimmer in the shadows, so I love that about it. The eyes look gorgeous. They look really, really good. Hopefully some of you guys out there like colorful shades like this. I really love them, especially if I'm going out. This looks good. The only place I'm going tonight is to Sephora because I am going to go there. We use this Sephora bronzer in shade 04 to kind of give a little dimension back to our skin because it was looking a little blah. I think this color added exactly what we needed, and we did use this one as well. To me, like, both of these together are like a mixture of my favorite blush, which is Laguna 8. These two together give me warmth and cool tone and enough definition in my cheeks, so I really do love both of these products. I use these two SheGlam Insta Ready face and under eye duos in the color Smooth Sand and Coco Loco. Coco Loco I use to set my face, and Smooth Sand I set under my eyes and all of the areas that I use concealer in. These are really good powders. They're like $9. You can't go wrong with them. I use this NYX the Marshmallow setting spray. I love the smell of it. It's very, very dewy. If you're looking for a dewy look, this is going to help you. To me, like, I like a little glow in my face. Now, I like matte, but I also like a little bit of glow. So that's why I mix the setting sprays, but this definitely holds your makeup in place. It helps it to last longer, and it just makes the skin look really beautiful. Again, I use this e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I have shade number 7. This was from the first batch that came out. I don't use it that often. I think now they have like out of 10 or 14 shades. I'll put it on the screen. I have done my makeup with this by itself, but I mixed it today with this e.l.f. Camo Hydrating CC Cream in shade number 620W Rich, and it looks beautiful on the skin. It gave the skin a nice glowy look. Before I put everything on it, and even now you can see the glow coming from within. Basically, it has that glow from within kind of look, so it did make a difference in our foundation. I use this Maybelline Super Stay Vinyl Ink lip gloss in the color Cheeky, shade 35. I think it looks really, really good on the lips. I really like this, so hopefully you guys will think about purchasing some of these products. You may or may not have them in your arsenal already. Let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear about your affordable makeup. I know some people don't mess with affordable makeup, but I love affordable makeup, and I actually love a lot of affordable makeup more than I love a lot of high-end makeup because they look the same. They do the same thing. It's just you're paying for packaging. A lot of them are made in the same lab, so yeah. Okay, so anyway, I use the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than a Concealer in shade 420 and 425. Very nice concealers. I haven't touched them in a while, but they're really good. I mean, the under eyes look pretty good. Of course, it's a little bit of fine lines, but nothing crazy. And then I use my favorite IRL Filter Finish Soft Matte Concealer in shade C12 to give a little brightness to the skin, and it did. It is one of my favorite drugstore concealers and one of my favorite drugstore foundations also. The foundation that goes along with that concealer, I really love it. I use the e.l.f. Always Fresh Primer Infused Matte Blush. I loved it. It's one of my favorites. It actually toned down what we had going on, but it also smoothed the pores a little bit. It has primer in it already, so it's really a good product. We use this Milani Spice Rose powder blush. It doesn't say anything about luminosity. Shade number 12. It's beautiful on the skin, but that's not what I was going for. And I thought it was really weird that it didn't go up any higher, but I think it was from that last powder that I put on, which was this one, the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out powder. Yeah, I want to say that's what caused it not to go any further, because I had just put that powder in it and nothing was set, so it kind of was like, oh, I'm not going to adhere to this powder, but that's all right. It did a good job in the end. We used this Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Blush in the shade Blush Me Up. Just a nice berry color for the fall. Hopefully this is a nice fall look for you guys. You don't necessarily have to go as drastic as I did with the eyes, but I love playing up my eyes. It's just one of those areas on my face that I just love. You know, I love doing the eyes. I think the skin looks really fall-like, just nice and bronzy. You can see the fall leaves if you look at the colors in my face. Am I doing a little much? I don't know. But anyway, this is the Wet n Wild Precious Metals Mega Glow highlighting powder. I love it. This is a really good highlighter. I think it's like $3. You can't go wrong with it. I use the Maybelline Ultra Matte lipsticks in the shade More Coffee and More Caramel. These are really nice. They put me in the mind of the House Labs lip pencils that they have. Really comfortable, very pigmented, very long lasting. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I'm gonna link another video on the screen so that you guys can click on and continue watching. I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending time with me. If you like this video, please give the video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you've been here before, I would love to have you become a part of my precious jewels. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you. Oh, and leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this makeup. Okay.